Dear Siopsa community and friends of Siopsa, allow me to share a few thoughts on the progress we as Siopsa made over the last 5 months as a continuation of the hard work done by all our predecessors. At the annual conference this year, we showcased the work and thought leadership around rehumanizing work. We made it clear that we have the responsibility to rewrite the future of work and that we will only succeed if places of work and organizations are distinctly human at the core. We recognize the role that leadership play in rehumanizing work, and we are mindful of the role we as IOPSA play as leaders in this field. We also focus on psychological well-being and human dignity and the importance thereof in the new world of work. The role players that can enable or derail this process have come under the scrutiny, and I was especially touched by the deep discussions around diversity, equity, and inclusion, and how it forms part of the foundation of humane workplaces. For me personally, it was also one of the pivotal moments that helped define the course and meaning of my own presidency. In my opening address, I said that we are going to build bridges and build on the work already started. A bridge will only be as strong as its structures and the foundation on which it rests. It is therefore important that we as society take stock of the cracks in our own foundation and take the appropriate steps to mend those cracks. In some cases, we needed to remove old and broken bricks and replace them with new ones. In other instances, we have to install new pillars and support structures to make it stronger. Whatever it takes, we are prepared to do that. I would like to share some of the most important building work we have done over the last few months. We have made some important changes in our organization structures, as you've seen in the newsletter, where we did away with the regional branches and introduced a new national academy which will drive training and development and thought leadership. We also introduced student chapters, which was a very necessary step, which is an important vehicle to link students and universities with the profession and the industry and better prepare them. We also added the new career development portfolio and made provision for new interest groups in some of the core areas. We have welcomed a few new EXCO members, Manuela Giza as our treasury, and as a millennial, she's keeping us on our toes, but bring valuable and fresh perspectives about how the younger generations think and what they want from professional society. We welcome Sylvia Beloy as our Executive Head of Professional Practice and CPD, and she has already built a few bridges of her own. She introduced some very important quality control processes, hosted a number of information sessions on professional practice. She invited the HPC's aid to address our members' concern around internship and CPDs, which were very well received. Ruan Ntuli is our new Executive Head of Membership, and you will have seen exciting posts on our social media on the benefits of renewing our membership and becoming a new member. We also welcomed Natasha Gerber as the new chair of the Psycholegal Interest Group, and they hosted two very successful events, and members just couldn't get enough. We also welcomed two new student chapter heads, Dr. Bowie Jonker, who heads up the Northwest Student Chapter, and Ms. Lisa Kleinhans, who heads up the Western Cape Student Chapter. The new career development portfolio I mentioned earlier is led by Fiona Martins, who is no stranger to you, and the academy is headed up by Tyler Fisher, who was previously the region head of the Joburg branch. We had a phenomenal few months in terms of training and development events hosted by the academy, such as the building of high-performance teams events, the very popular ethical case studies, and acceptance and commitment therapy workshop by Dr. Renette van Loo. I'm also very excited to mention the launch of two new interest groups, the Black IOP interest group, which is replacing the Black Caucus group, and the new Emerging Psychologist interest group, which will be headed up by Matthew Knight. And these youngsters are on fire. Both these interest groups are wonderful examples of growth and progression, just illustrating how Siopsa is transforming and becoming relevant in the world of work and the society. Talking about the BIOP caucus and ensuing BIOP interest group, I would love to share the progress that we've made in this area. And as you know, Siopsa has made a conscious and a deliberate decision to create a society that is truly multicultural, that will be representative of diverse communities in South Africa, that we will be inclusive, and that we will create a climate where there's a sense of belonging, trust, and harmony, And lastly, that we will actively develop a diverse pool of IOPs who can take our profession into the future. This path is not for the faint-hearted, and some were frightened by it and left, but others were encouraged and joined us into the dialogue and into the hard work. We have learned important information from the first two caucus meetings, which highlights some real challenges that still exist, and many of these, including me, we take for granted or are under the impression that they don't exist anymore. Challenges such as lack of resources and opportunities, unemployment, lack of internships and networks, financial constraints, and systemic bias are still plaguing the lives of many emerging and current psychologists, and we cannot have that. We have made good progress with the objectives set out by the Transformation Portfolio, which is headed up by Dr. Ruane Koch. We have formed a number of subcommittees looking at each of these areas to craft action plans that will lead to real change. And after the first initial two caucuses, all IOPs have joined in to tackle these issues head on, and some wonderful results are emerging, like clumsy conversations and watch the space. The flagship project that I'm really proud to share with you is our internship program that we launched this year under the leadership of Louise Kutsia. We have managed to onboard 12 Black interns. We assisted them to create unstructured internship programs, match them with pre-identified supervisors, and we also put a program together where various organizations have partnered with Siopsa to provide them with the training and development needed to successfully complete their internships. And this just shows you again what is possible when we collaborate and we build bridges to form vital partnerships to grow our profession and create a sustainable future. The last highlight I would like to share is the launch of our book, IOPs Engaging with the New World of Work. And as you know, over the last 18 months, we embarked on a Future Fit project where we reimagined the future of IOPs in the new world of work. We hosted a series of mini conferences and panel discussions, and we are really proud to share our insights and findings of this very important project. We are even more proud and looking forward to take this project one step further in the new year, where the projects we have identified with our stakeholders will be launched. As you can see, there's plenty to celebrate and great progress has been made. I have shared some of the highlights and there are many more. But what is clear is that there is a clear mandate, passion and determination to provide our members with real benefits and value. The work we do help create better workplaces, break down barriers, build future talent, improve relationships and ultimately help create better societies. It is clear that our strategy is paying off as our membership has kept growing by 15% on a year-on-year basis since 2018. We invite you to keep journeying with us through the ups and downs, the rain and the sunshine, and together we will conquer. I wish you all a blessed and peaceful break. May you and your families be safe. Shalom.